Hey, y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Welcome to Coffee with Friends podcast, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Let's see what the vibes are. Mm, Y'all know I gotta go to Facebook and set up. Come on in. What? My whole life has changed. What? Since you. Mm, what? Come on in. Hey, one reliable sin. Hey, Apogee Credit Repair. Good morning. Come on in. Hey, we got some cool vibes going for y'all this morning. Y'all see the topic. For those that are on Facebook and YouTube, I have the topic displaying. And for those on IG, the topic is up there. Hey, let's see what else is playing. All right. A little upbeat for Tuesday. Come on in, y'all. What? Listen, gotta bring in the good vibes. Happy Tuesday. You know, come on in, come on in. But I got some things on my mind. Let me give y'all one more song. Let's see what's gonna come on. Okay. Listen, you start your morning off as positive as possible. That's what I do. I wake up and I try to start my morning off as positive as possible. I reach out to my friends in the morning. Y'all know the ones that we play on the phone with all day and all night, right? We think about the things that we're thankful for when we wake up in the morning. Mm. What are you thankful for today? The first thing I said I was thankful for was being able to wake up and open my eyes. The second thing was, you know, being able to manage day to day, financially, mentally, physically, right? It's hard. It's hard. Good morning, Gilda. Good morning, Rashmi. It's hard. Hey, Soulful BBW. So one of the things I woke up this morning, I was grateful to open my eyes, and I was grateful that I'm able to survive. I'm able to eat, because times get hard. Gotta appreciate, gotta wake up with some level of appreciation. And that was mine this morning. And having good people in my life. I really got some good people in my life. So, I know we jump on here and we bullshit a lot on Coffee with Friends, but the one thing I do want to say is, we got to wake up in the morning grateful. We do. We talk about a lot of topics on here and a lot of things, right? But the first thing we should do is make sure that we are saying thank you for the things we're grateful for. And I know I woke up this morning reflecting about some things and I was like, damn, I'm thankful, right? I've been through some things. Y'all been through some things. But yet, guess what? You still woke up this morning. Good morning, Soulful BBW in two places. Good morning. Hey, McCliver, good morning. Come on in, come on in. Get your coffee or your tea. So y'all see the topic, right? Before we get into the topic, y'all know I always bullshit as people are joining into the podcast this morning. Do women really like the bad boys? Fellas, do you think you need to be the bad boy for us? And what the fuck does that mean? Right? I had to think about this myself. Because for years I've grown up saying I don't want no soft man. But then as I'm older, I'm like, can he be a little soft? So let's talk about that for a minute. Hey Pat, good morning. But come on in before we get into the topic, y'all. Hey Johnny Leon Hill, good morning. Before we get into the topic, you know, y'all know I have to talk about my shows, right? I have to ask myself, these shows like Love After Lockup that I be so into. These people come home from jail. Like this one guy, he came home from jail and he had the nerve. Like, it's and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, and then I just have a question, right? So the girl is all excited. Her man is coming home from jail. He been in jail 13 years. Good morning, Hearts of Fire. He's been in jail 13 years. Good morning, Veronica Madison. And he made her promise that she wouldn't have sex with nobody in the free world for 13 years. Who is promising their man that's like, I got another question, but let me get this one out first. Who is promising their man 13 years of no sex because he's in jail? I need a raise of hands. Who is promising their man that they're not gonna go out of these doors and fuck nobody while he's in the hooscow for 13 years? I'm listening. I'm listening. And she met him in there. They didn't have a relationship before he the fuck went in there. She met him in there and he asked her not to have sex with anybody else while he's locked up or some shit like that. And so it's been 13 years. Would y'all do that? Would you commit to somebody that has gone away to jail and has been sentenced some years in jail? Would you commit to them that you're not going to have sex with anybody else? This is for the man and the ladies. Women go to jail too, y'all. Are y'all committing that level of faithfulness? Because I'm going to tell you right out, right now, I'm not. I'm not. 13 years is a long time. Okay, motherfuckers can't be faithful when they in a relationship with you when they in the free world. Then they get locked up and expect exactly mofo crickets hard to find because the answer is no. The answer is no. Motherfucking crickets because these women are y'all women. We doing too much. We doing too much. Then he comes home. I hope he promised her not to get bent over for 13 years. You know what? So so full. You mean in the Hooskow, right? Hey, Tammy, good morning. Johnny said a lot of people will make that promise, but who's keeping that promise in this world of Keith Sweat? Nobody. The fuck? Nobody keeping that promise, right? And then he came home. He came home after being away 13 years. This lady didn't even live in Atlanta. She picked up her life, moved to Atlanta, got a two-bedroom apartment that she paid for. Because what the fuck? Where was his money? Now, I'm not saying every motherfucker in jail is broke because I'm going to tell y'all no lie. My brother be coming home with money. So I'm not saying that, right? But she paid for everything. This motherfucker walks in the door. Okay. The first thing he looked at was the stove. There was like some salt, a little bit of salt sprinkled on the stove. You know how shit just get on your stove. The stove was clean otherwise. He said, "Oh, when's the last time you used the stove?" She said, "Last night." He said, "Oh, you could have at least cleaned it." I was like, bitch, in my head, I was talking for her. Because I was like, bitch, did you have a stove in your cell? Did you get the opportunity to go to fuck back in the prison kitchen and see if they fucking clean the stove? You want to go back? Living in the situation that you were living in? Like this motherfucker walked in this apartment and was ungrateful for the fact that this woman moved her life, set up a two-bedroom apartment, okay, furnished the bitch, and he complained about salt on the stove. Ladies, we have to do better. Right? We have to do better. And that leads to my question. Do we really like these motherfucking bad boys out here? Fellas, do you think you have to be a bad boy for us? And what the fuck does that mean? Now, I say that because y'all heard the thing about Sierra and Russell, right, going around, right, where people are saying Sierra, if Russell didn't have no money, Sierra wouldn't be with him because he's soft. Did y'all hear that going around? Right? Why is there a thought that women only want to be with bad boys? Maybe she really loved that motherfucker from the first time she met him. Why do they have to call out that Russell is soft? Yoga Girl Side said, hell no, not a reasonable request either. Is it ever a reasonable request for your man to say, be faithful to me while I'm in the Who Scout? Is it? I'm looking for answers. Pat said, hell no, I'm not waiting either. Y'all are not faithful. Y'all are not loyal. Where the fuck is the loyalty? Hey, Sherry the Realtor. Hey, Glamour 47. Oh my God. 2 years for me is killing me as compared to 13 years. Hold up. McCliver, you haven't had sex for 2 years. I'm sorry, you put your business out there, so I just have to expand on it. You haven't had sex for 2 years, and you missed my coffee with friends after dark. You could have had a good beat off session. The fuck? What you doing? 2 years? You know, I always tell people that say I haven't had sex in years, or I haven't had sex in months, or sex is hard to get, dick is hard to find, pussy hard to find. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Dick is around the corner. Pussy too. But Clive, but you know what? Some of you men need to go a few years without some damn sex. Recalibrate. Recalibrate. All right. Heart to Fire said, yeah, they did. The ironing board is the stove in prison. Oh well. Then he need to go back to that shit. Cause that motherfucker couldn't have walked in my house and said, when's the last time you cleaned the stove? Cause see, I'd have went all the way below the belt and been punch bagging his nuts. He'd have felt like this small when I finished with his ass. And then I would have been accused of emasculating our men. But I would have double punched them nut sacks with my mouth. Okay, he'd have felt every bit of this wrath. You just came out the fucking Who Scout, can't pay a damn dime here. And talking about when's the last time I cleaned the stove. But this is what people are settling for, y'all. This is what motherfuckers are settling for. Do we really like the bad boys? Good morning, Cheryl Lee, Grand Rising. So, did y'all hear where the fuck in his cell did he have a stove? Right, Soulful BBW. Right. Or a separate bathroom. No, motherfucker, you shit in front of the whole prison population. Coming in here talking about when's the last time you cleaned the stove? You can't even shower when you want to. Shut the fuck up. I'd have made him feel so damn small. Hey, Madison. Wait. Wait a minute, Soulful. Soulful said McCliver, and you still living? Damn. Damn. Come on, y'all. 2 years. Hey, mother. 2 years is not that long to go without sex, or is it? Is that a long time to go without sex, y'all? 2 years? I don't know. I think the longest I went without sex was about a year. Right? The time really goes by really fast. Before you know it, you be like, oh, it's been a year and I ain't had sex. Now, that doesn't include jerking off and masturbating, Cloud, because I know you're not going to sit here and fabricate whole lies and say you don't touch yourself. Now, this is not Coffee with Friends After Dark. This is 8 o'clock in the damn morning on a Tuesday. Wow, Soulful. Y'all don't see what the fuck they talking about on IG. Okay. Rashmi said depends on why. That's the jail thing. Would you wait 13 years for your man? Depends on why. Okay. What why could he give? What why would it be that you would wait 13 years? I I did tell y'all of a situation with the girl I worked with at my job. Years ago, she sat on the trading floor and her man got 25 plus years for killing her ex-husband. But that's because her ex-husband was crackhead and the ex-husband was robbing her. When she walked in the house, she saw her ex-husband in the house robbing her. She called her fiance. He owned the gym down the block. He ran the fuck to her house, had a big old fight with her ex-husband, slipped and fell in the bathroom. The ex-husband's head hit the tub. Dead. Her fiance got 25 plus years for protecting her. Now, I'm going to be honest. Let me just sip my coffee so I can be honest real quick. My man got 25 years, right, for protecting me. I'm going to hold him down. I'm going to send him commissary. I'm going to visit his ass. I'm going to hold him down because he would have been free if it wasn't for me. Now, I can only answer as my honest self. Could I refrain from sex 25 years? Probably so, right? Would I? Probably not, right? But I would have this open dialogue with my significant other, but he would know I'm going to hold his ass down while he's up there in the Hooskow, and I'm going to visit him. Now, back to McCliver, who hasn't had sex in 2 years. Soulful asks, "Are you and you're still living?" But Soulful says she went 7 years without sex. Wow. Wow. Okay. Pat said, "Okay, back on topic. Do you really like the bad boys? Fellas, do you think you need to be a bad boy for us?" The reason why I'm asking this is because the last couple of days I've been hearing this talk on the radio about Sierra. Let's go, Johnny. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. Let me just put that there for a minute. Okay. Um, Pat said, "You can keep the bad boys because they will want to beat your ass. That's what they do." So you think all bad boys are women beaters? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I have a tendency of picking guys with an edge. I do. And so, when I hear people talk about bad boys, and when I saw the question floating around about, oh, Sierra is only with Russell Wilson because he has money, because he's soft. I had to sit there and I said to myself, really? You think women purposely go out and pick bad boys, right? But was it Fat Joe? What's his name? Was it Fat Joe? Or do I have the names wrong? All right? Or do I have the names wrong? That said, women love bad boys, right? He said that some women even push the button so that their significant other can show a form of protection for them out in public, like they put their men in precarious positions just so that they can execute on their bad boy behavior. Is that true? Because I'm gonna tell you no lie, maybe I used to be like that, but I'm not like that anymore because I had a whole boyfriend get beat up in a movie theater. You understand? And so now I don't be flexing trying to get my man in any trouble because, oh, my fan died. Oh, did it? I don't flex to get my man in a fight because I remember how my whole man got beat up in a movie theater and I don't want no smoke for my man. And people don't fight fair anymore. They don't. But I thought that was real fucked up what they said about Russell Williams. I think Russell Williams he seems to be I don't know him personally. But listen, that bitch be smiling and living her best fucking life, okay? I put the guest link up there in case, Johnny's feeling funky and want to come on here. Gerard said, "Good morning, Gerard." I have to take a moment and say, Gerard, you are one of my favorite responders on my posts on Facebook. I have to say that. You don't show up very often, Gerard, but when you do, you show up with a motherfucking bang in my comment section. I don't know if y'all ever saw his comments, but he come with it. I love it. I love it. All right, let me go up. So Rashmi said depends on why. So we're gonna dig into the depends on why they went to jail and if you will wait, right? Pat said you could keep the bad boys. I read that. Rashmi said I went for almost 2 years because I was a single woman and a mother and wasn't going to just be giving my goodies out to just anybody. 2 years. Okay, so we got two people on here that has gone 2 years. Well, Clive's clock is still ticking. Okay. Rashmi said 13 years. 13 years is a lot. I don't know about that. Exactly. Now going back to your depending on why in the example that I gave you, I might hold him down. No, I will hold him down. You killed my first husband because he was robbing me because he was a crackhead. I'm gonna hold you down. But I can't promise you 25 years, 13 years of me not going out, getting some love for myself. I don't know if I could do that. That's a lot. Okay. Oh, right. Women want the criminal look, not the criminal. But what is the criminal look? What is the criminal look? See, I don't. I like my man to have a little edge. I need him to have a little bite because if he doesn't, I might walk all over him, right? But I don't need him to be disrespectful. I just need to know that he comes with a little power, right? So that he can sit my little ass down at times. Cause I get a little bit of handful. And I need my man to be able to say, okay, pull his shit in. Okay. I need that. I like that edge. Now, I never looked at a guy and was like, oh, he's too soft. So what do we think what defines a bad boy? We keep saying we like these bad boys. Some people are saying they're women beaters. Some people on here saying they look like criminals. What fucking defines a bad boy? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think it is. Soulful said, but what is she's asking the same question. I'm the fuck asking. I put the guest link up there for YouTube and Facebook as that want to jump on my podcast. And when you jump on the podcast, you're not live on your page. You're actually live on the podcast. So your family and your friends do not get alerted that you're live. That's why I say, IG, come over to YouTube, right? If you want to jump on the show and you want to say some shit and you don't want your family and friends to know you said it, or your job to know that you're not working, jump on the podcast, right? They won't get alerted. Soulful said, but what is considered a bad boy? Somebody that's going to be going to jail, getting arrested, getting in fights and stuff. Like, what exactly are the characteristics of being a bad boy? Great question. I have that same question. Johnny said, you're going to make me go crazy with this topic. I got way too many feelings on this topic. Feelings will get them the fuck out, Johnny. That's why we here. Get those feelings out. I sent the guest link. Hey, J. Joe. Hey, Future Misuso. Good morning. Good morning. Rashmi said, I was a little annoyed by the comment that the ex-NFL player made. Why is he so concerned about unproblematic Russell Wilson? They hating. That couple is happy, y'all. I don't even know why they keep bringing Sierra and Russell to their mouths. These motherfuckers ain't bothering nobody. They not bothering a soul. You understand? Johnny said, we have a new segment on our show called Speak on It, and this was going to be my rant. Oh shit! I beat you to the topic. How could I do that, Johnny? How could I beat you to the topic? Oh my God. Glamour said a cross between Tommy and Ghost. Okay, that's kind of sexy. Classy when you need and defender when you want. Nothing wrong with that, right? So Glamour 47 said bad boy between Tommy and Ghost. Okay. Johnny Hill said that Russell Wilson comment got me all up in my feelings. I know, Johnny. I felt the same way. I was like, why the fuck they don't leave this man alone? He's minding his damn business, making his wife happy. And these motherfuckers, not we, because I love Russell Williams and Ciara, and I don't give a fuck if he's soft or hard. Okay, that motherfucker smiling. And so is she. They happy. Why we keep attacking this couple and calling Russell soft? Listen, if I stumbled across a Russell, fuck that bad boy shit. The fuck? Okay? Okay? And my other question is, when women say they like bad boys, they want a bad boy, is that indicative of what they're used to? Are they asking for a bad boy because that's what they've been accustomed to and they haven't had anything else? Rashmi said, and I believe Sierra is pregnant again. I hope so. I hope so. Y'all saw Keisha Cole said that she wants another little girl. I was like, you got to find a baby daddy first, boo. Like, these people out here that have babies by multiple baby daddies. I'm not, listen, I'm no judgment, but I'm just making a comment on it. I'm like, okay, you got to shop for baby daddies before you start planning another child. I mean, if you got money and you could take care of these kids, okay, fine, but geez. I just can't imagine sitting here going, "Oh, I want a little girl," and ain't got a baby daddy, and got other kids by other baby daddies. Like I would be so tired. But that's me. But Keisha Cole is hoping to have another little girl. But Sierra, congratulations to her if she is pregnant. Hey, BDO Trio. Oh, B. Dot Real. Okay. Glamour said because they are not in the news like all the other players. Exactly. So they try to shine negativity on Russell Williams and Sierra, but there is none. So all they got to do is all they do now is call him soft. And the thing that I respect about Russell Williams, what I keep calling him Wilson, is that he don't be saying shit, y'all. The Wilsons be minding their business. Pat said, my coworker married a jailbird. When he came home, he would wait for her when she got paid. He started beating her. One day they had to relocate her and place her in a battered women's shelter. Mm. I keep trying to figure out, why do people date people in jail? You don't know the motherfuckers. You don't get to know the motherfuckers until they come the fuck home. I truly believe you don't get to know people until you lived with them for a little while. See, that's my thing. I've never gotten married without living. Like my first husband, he partially stayed with me. He didn't fully live with me because, 7-day Adventist, you know, but he partially stayed with me. But I really believe that you need to live with somebody at least a year before you decide whether this is going to be your forever. Hey, Tanya. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, Tanya. Where's Coach Donovan and Damaris? They came over the other night. You missed them. We had a good time. Yoga Girl Sai said, my man needs to be smart, have knowledge of self, be black, and have a backbone. The backbone gives us the safety during the day and the orgasm at night. Okay, listen. Wait a minute, cause my eyes are a little, cause I put eye drops in my eyes, so my eyes are a little bit fuzzy this morning, y'all. Matt, I hear that, Yoga Girl Sai. So she said her man needs to be smart and black and knowledge of self. All right. I have a good backbone for the orgasms and the physical protection and everything in between. All right. Okay. That's a sister that knows what she wants. But is that a bad boy? Or is that just undefined? Your own definition. Madison said, no bad boy for me. Good combo, Ghost and Meth Man, both fine. That is a bad boy, though. You don't think Ghost was a bad boy? Sort of quiet, very strategic, tough on the low, and will set it off when necessary. Okay. So Madison said, no bad boy for me. But then she said, a good combo is Ghost and Method Man. Are they not considered bad boys? Right? I want to say Ghost is a bad boy. The fuck? So how do you put Ghost and Method Man in the same sentence and go, no bad boy for me? I'm confused. I'm confused. To me, they seem to fit the bad boy category, right? See, we on here because now we got to figure out how we're defining the bad boy. See, for me, the bad boy is many things. Right? It depends on what you decide a bad boy. To me, a bad boy is a man that can defend himself, right? Not just physically, right? Not just physically, but verbally, right? A man that knows how to check me. Right? Like if I'm going way too far to the left, even though I'm not going I might not listen to you 1000%, but I need you to be able to pull me in cuz I will go out there. I will go to the deep seas. I need you to save me from myself. It was something that somebody said on my post, okay? And she was like, I need a man to save me from myself sometime, because sometime the fuck, okay? Let me know. Handle this mouth. Don't get offended and start crying and shit when I cuss your ass out. Handle this strength that I got. Right? And so maybe we say bad boys, but maybe that's not the term we should be using. I don't know. Where did this bad boy term come from? And don't tell me from the Will Smith movie. What the fuck, bad boys, and Martin. Johnny said, I wouldn't even ask my wife or my girl to do that. I would probably serve her papers while I'm in jail. Don't stop your life waiting on me. Wow. You would divorce your wife if you got that much time? Really? Wow. That's unselfish. Madison said, I like men who are quiet on the outside, not loud, don't look hood, but they know how to take care of business. Does that mean he's not a bad guy? Does that mean he's not a bad boy because he's quiet on the outside? He don't look hood and knows how to take care of business. Does that mean he's not a bad boy? See, I've dated men that I thought were bad boys, meaning that shit pop off, they gonna handle it. They dress up in a suit and they go to fuck to work corporate. They're very quiet. They don't fuck with you unless you fuck with them. And they know how to handle business. But that motherfucker was a bad boy. And he was quiet. He took care of business. Was smart. Corporate. Don't fuck with him though. Still a bad boy. To me. To me. How are we defining what a bad boy is? Yoga Girl Side said, Johnny, that's a nature and considerate thing to do. It is. I agree with that. How many other men on here would serve their wives with divorce papers if they got locked up for 14, 15 years and set their wives free? I know a lot of selfish motherfuckers wouldn't do that. That's very unselfish of you, Johnny. It is. How are we defining a bad boy? Good morning, AG. Good morning, Avia. You said drink your coffee. I know that's right, Avia, and I need to reach out to you. Yeah. Because I have to plan a trip, but for a year from now, because I want to do it right. I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject. Y'all know how I do that because I saw Avia Spence on here. She's a travel agent, and so I want to plan a trip that's a year from now. I want to go to Europe, right? And I want to start paying for that shit now. Okay. I want to do Paris for like 2 days. And I want to do London for a series of days. And then I want to fucking hop around. And so I'm going to be calling you, Avia, to plan my trip out and figure out how I could pay for this over a period of time. All right. Okay. And then I'll probably plan another trip where I want to go to Egypt or some shit like that. Maybe Egypt will be 2024. I'm going to start doing shit, y'all. The fuck? Johnny Hill said, nice guys get labeled as soft. They do. Boring and corny because we choose a certain way. The woman told me one time that I was the guy you marry, but don't want to date. How does that work? How sway? All right. I didn't know I was going to push your buttons this morning, Johnny, but good question. Y'all know that saying, oh, he's the type of guy that I would marry, but not date. What the fuck does that mean? What does it mean when you say he's the type of guy I would marry but not date? What the fuck does that mean? I want to know what that means too, Johnny. Start giving me answers. All right. I'll put that guest link out there. McCliver said, look, I see some ladies gravitating to men that look big and tough. I'm in the gym. Well, Clive, you used to be big, right? But life, I mean, you're not small, but you used to be with all the working out. But you got older, and just like us women, our bodies change. Okay. And so you don't necessarily have to be big. Be a good man. The fuck? Just be a good man. All right. So he said, then when they see me driving out in my ride, they gravitate to me the next day. What do you have, Trump? What you have, Trump bad boy perception? Oh, so they want rich bad boy. So when they see you just walking around, they be like, "Oh, the fuck, he all right, but nah." But when they see you jumping in your luxury cars, okay, and they find out that you a pilot and you fly a plane, they all over you like that. Mm. So Clive, are you saying that you like the Russell Wilson? You the soft guy that they bypass? Yoga Girl Sai said, nope, not a bad guy, but he can knock somebody out if need be. Diffusing the situation, being the first and best option. Who out here wants to fight? I know I'm traumatized because I can't take seeing another boyfriend get beat the fuck up. I refuse. I refuse. That shit traumatized me. Y'all talk about Will Smith got slapped. See, y'all don't know how seeing other people get slapped affects you. One, I had a boyfriend that got slapped. I told y'all a million times. He ran to the stairs and sat down. I quit his ass. That was traumatizing. And years before that, no, years after that, yeah, after that, I had a boyfriend get beat up in a movie theater. That's very traumatizing. No, I didn't get beat up, but I had to experience that shit. So now I'm telling you, when I'm out in the street with my man and some shit pops off, immediately I think about the boyfriend that got beat up in the movie theater, and I think about the motherfucker that got slapped, and I be like, let me try to help diffuse this situation because I don't want to have to quit my man if he don't do the right thing. I be scared, y'all. Exactly, Rashmi. We are still trying to define what a bad boy is. Nobody defining them yet, but that tells me something. That tells me that each person defines bad boy differently. So when we walking around here going, we want a bad boy, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? It means something different to everybody else. It might not mean the same thing to you as it means to the next person. Right? Because Rashmi said, is that a bad boy to Yoga Girl style or just someone that protects what's theirs? Or to me, because I described being with a bad boy because he's able to protect me. Is that a bad boy? Right? But then I've dated the guys who got slapped and went and sat down on the stairs and shut the fuck up. I don't want him. Now, if there was a gun, I'd be like, okay, cool. But I don't want him. That's my choice. I don't want the man that gets slapped and goes to sit down on the stairs. No. But that doesn't mean that I want a criminal. The fuck? That don't mean that. All right. Okay. Rashmi said, in my opinion, a bad boy is someone that gets into trouble. Is that what a bad boy is? Hearts of Fire said, I can take a good guy with a mean sex streak. Baby. Me too. Me too. Okay. Me too. Hey, the general. The general said, oh, no worries, the general. I'm with Johnny. I've got that label more than a few times. Nice guy. So how do y'all feel? So I know Johnny is being very expressive about being labeled the nice guy. But is it such a bad thing to be labeled the nice guy? And when you're labeled the nice guy, the general, how exactly does that make you feel? Johnny already expressing to us how he feels. How does it make you feel, the general, when people refer to you as the nice guy? Madison said, at Johnny, you are my type. No diss to wife. Keep it good, guy. See, Johnny? Okay. Johnny said, I got my heart broke. And for 2 years, I was a straight asshole to women, and I couldn't keep them away. Told them I don't care if you come or go. And the women were coming from everywhere, knowing I wasn't emotionally available. Mm, So you're saying you were being a complete asshole and you found that women gravitated to you more when you were being a complete asshole. Interesting. Yoga Girl Side said, hit me up on the Egypt trip. I can refer you to people who have the trip on lock. Okay, girl. Johnny, Heart to Fire said, first off, Russell is fine as fuck, period. The general said, I'm too old to be fighting, baby. Right? Because things be hurting. Like, we're at that age. Well, I am. I can't speak for everybody on here because we got a variety of ages on here. But you know, when you get up off the couch, you start making noises. Ugh, uh, you know, those noises. That's me now. And I used to look at my mother and be like, my dag, every time you get up, you got to make a noise. Like, what is the problem? What are you hemming and hawing about? Fellas, do you walk around thinking that you need to be a bad boy for your women? And what does that feel like for you? The general said it is a bad thing to me in some instances because when we respectful and do things to raise them up and then get spit in the face by women because they want the bad guy. You know what's crazy? Some women go through phases, right? They go through this phase where they want the bad guy. You know, right? Then they complain as they get with the bad guy. They complain. Oh, the question was to me, not Sai. Okay. Um, that's why in mid-flight I changed it and I said it could also relate to what I said. Okay. You know, I feel like people go through phases in their life. At one point in their life, they're like, oh, they want the bad guy, right? They want that bad guy. But then as you get older, right? And I'm only speaking from my personal experience, right? As you get older, you start to change your perspective on things and you go, okay, I'll take a fucking nice guy as long as he could pay the bills and his dick is good, right? You start to redefine the things that's important to you. I don't, and that's why the question here is what is a bad guy? Because maybe we, like I said, we all define bad guy differently. I don't date criminals. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because a lot of us say we never dated criminals, but we lying. We done dated criminals, right? They might not have never been to jail, but y'all motherfuckers, if your man was buying weed or anything before it was legal, he was engaging in criminal activity. I had my girlfriend's husband got arrested twice for going to the weed spot and buying weed. That's criminal activity. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is that we all define bad boy as differently, right? Sierra's husband, I don't know why these motherfuckers are coming for him, but I'll take a soft one if he's considered soft. The fuck. Yoga Girl Side said, if you make noises coming up off the couch, hit up your girl. I got some yoga for you to make you feel better, girl. Noises. ouch. Like my ass hurt right now from this Peloton. This Peloton has my ass and my legs completely on fire. Okay. And that's not a bad idea. I should do some yoga today. That's not a bad idea. I might do that. I might do that. I might do yoga after riding my bike today because a sister body is screaming. Okay. Johnny said, being labeled a nice guy is hard because men test you because they think you soft. And then you got to show them otherwise. And some women think you are not a man, that you're not man enough for them. Ladies, is that what y'all think? Johnny said, several things happens, right? One, people test a soft guy, right? Then you got to show them otherwise, right? And then women are out here thinking that he's not man enough for them. Ladies, do y'all look at soft men? Men that you think are soft, that you assume is soft just by looking at them and you go, he's not man enough for me. And why do you feel that the soft guy is not man enough for you? For those on here that do not like soft men, why do you feel that the soft guy is too soft for you? Is that one of your major critical attributes on your list of 10 that you need in a relationship? Like you got bad boys on number 4? Like, where does that align in your requirements of getting a partner? McCliver said, I travel packed all the time, licensed. They will have to think twice before starting something. I know that's right. Mhm. I know that's right. Well, it's not just my butt that hurts, side, because I got the gel seat, right? It's my it's my muscles from riding the bike, my legs. Like people think you get on the bike. I don't know if anybody out here has a Peloton, but it's more than just riding a bike, y'all. There's resistance on that bike. You turn the resistance up on that bike and you're riding, and it's like doing fucking squats. It's hard, right? Whether you got a Peloton, whether you got a Bowflex bike or any of those other bikes that spin and have exercise programs, them shits are hard. My legs and my ass muscles hurt. The general said, I've had that happen to me and I was mad as hell and treated my next women horribly. But stop taking your old baggage to the next relationship. The general said, the bad guy isn't dependable, stays in shit, always fucking up, but he gives you the good dick and tongue to make you forget it. Oh, there go that eggplant showing up in the conversation again. That shit got a lot of power. I'm telling you. Yoga Girl Saya said, even with bouncy cheeks, the bike still, I'm telling you, you got to get the extra gel seat. Rashmi said, I will walk all over a soft guy. Yes, ma'am. I'm agreeing with that. Yes, ma'am. Not saying I want a bad boy, but I need a guy to put me in my place once in a while. I could be a little feisty at times. You see how I ended that? She put a period after feisty at times. I said feisty at times? Question mark. She need a man to put her in her place. I'm agreeing with that. Cause she will parade all over him. And I'm saying I need the same. I need my man to be like, I need him to pull the reins in because I will go off the cliff, y'all. The fuck? Cheryl Lee said, in my opinion, a soft man is one that has female mannerisms. What does that mean? I know a lot of guys that got female mannerisms. What does that mean? The general said, that's how I got labeled Mike Tyson in college. Folks thought I was soft. I showed them I wasn't. You know, that quiet guy, that guy I teased in elementary school that fucked me up. You know, these quiet ones, don't fuck with them. He never said shit. He never said shit. I don't know if Gerard is still on here. I don't know if Gerard was in my class when damn, what's the guy's name now? Now I always remembered his name. And now I can't remember his name. When he flipped me and threw me and beat my ass and threw me in a closet. One of you motherfuckers was in my class when that happened. Okay. The quiet ones. Hey, Doc Holiday. Peloton be having you feeling it, baby. Right? And I did the 30 minutes Megan Thee Stallion ride. And then the next day I did the Beyonce ride, baby. I'm hurting. Okay, Yoga Girl Sai is agreeing with Cheryl Lee. In my opinion, a soft man is a man with female mannerisms. Okay. And Rashmi is putting in bold at times. Yes, laughing my ass off. And I'm still at times with the question mark. All right, what the hell? Um, Pat said, always want a nice guy. Life is so much better and sweeter. Do not let the quiet ones fool you. You may see a rage you can't handle. Mm, mm. I'm telling you. Listen, people, you know, I often wonder, why do we get caught up in putting these titles on what we're looking for, right? And then when we get into these relationships, we act so fucking miserable. And we know that we picking the bad guy, but then once we pick them, we fucking complain that they ain't shit. But we picked them, right? Just pick a motherfucking guy that you like, that you're attracted to, right? Why do we go around calling these guys like Russell Wilson soft when these are good men taking care of their families and wives? What's wrong with that? We don't know if that man is soft because he moves with a loving spirit, because you don't see his family up in no bullshit, no nonsense, because he's not going out there cheating or mistreating his family, dragging their names through the mud. We consider him soft. We don't know that man. We don't know if he's soft. What the fuck does a bad boy mean? Just in this conversation alone on Coffee with Friends, we came up with several different definitions of what a bad boy is. I really think a bad boy is however you define it for your relationship, for the partner that you met, right? I really don't think there's one specific definition for a bad boy. I don't. And Rashmi's still laughing about that at times. No, you must be laughing about that at times. Oh my God. Yoga Girl Side said, you don't know someone until you have an argument, baby. That's why I said, live with motherfuckers for about a year before you get married. Live with these motherfuckers for a while. That's how you really get to know somebody. Okay? That only gives you but a glimpse of who they are. A glimpse. A glimpse. And people, when you move in together, make sure you saving money in case you got to move the fuck back out. Don't get stuck. You know, the next motherfucker I move in with, he got to keep me. Cause I mean, come on now, where you going? I'm 55. Okay. If I move in with you and I'm 60, where the fuck you going? Where you going? You still want to run the streets at 60? You still looking for something? No, you gonna stay right the fuck here and you gonna argue with my 60-year-old ass. You stuck with me. The fuck? That's it and that's all. We're gonna have to work it out with our senior citizen asses. Okay? Cheryl Lee said, facts, Patricia, will straight face you up when it's time to get down to business in all areas. Rashmi said, gotta be careful talking shit about men like him. He might pull a Will Smith just to prove a point. I'm telling you, you see that with the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the fuck Air did. Right? You don't, they flash back on an interview that Will Smith did when they asked him about Tupac, and he said he used to be afraid to talk to Tupac or some shit like that. I'm paraphrasing y'all, right? And he said here it is he's looking at Tupac, this gangster rapper, and yet Jada used to date, and yet she turned around and married the Fresh Prince was with the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. He said he felt some type of way about that. You got the bad boy, and then you got the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, right? And you see what Rashmi said. Don't push a motherfucker, because y'all see what the Prince of Bel Air done did, right? We done talked about that fucking slap all week. And when we talk, and everybody that stood up and said he was protecting his wife, he was protecting his wife. What the fuck happened? Now his movies are canceled on Sony and Netflix, or on hold. He done resigned from the Academy. His wife is bald-headed bitches and all kind of shit. Motherfuckers out here telling his wife to put a wig on her head. What happened? That didn't protect his wife. That made their situation worse to me. Now they the laughing stock of the United States of America. The fuck? Mm, mm, mm. Russell is getting picked on because he's a black man doing right by his black wife and black family. And period. Okay. Cheryl Lee said X of female mannerism. Example of female mannerisms. The eyes roll, hand gestures, tilting of the head, cross ankles, etc. Wait, Cheryl. I got a whole fucking image in my head. I hate you. Why I see the man sitting across from me, an invisible man, but in my head, he's doing all of that. I'm dead. I'm done. All right. Right, McCliver, agree. Work it out. At this age, any man pick me now, and we together, and we living in the same roof. Guess what? We there forever. The fuck? Un- and I'm not making a mistake because now I know how to identify characteristics in a person that I don't want to be in a relationship with. So if I'm living with you, I really like you and I'm fucking with you. All right? Treat me good, you got me forever. I'm not leaving. We too damn old. Johnny said as long as I'm talking, you good. It's once I get quiet is when I'm about to go off. My uncle and I got into it and I stopped talking and my wife saw my face and said we got to go. Mm. The uncle was about to get the smackdown. Right, Doc, because that shit is funny. Laugh my 60 and hitting the streets. Who's doing that? Cheryl Lee said the argument will show their true colors. Yep, I have seen many true colors. When people argue and they go below the belt and they say mean shit to hurt you, right? Especially when they use your the things that are triggers to you against you. Mm, run. You know, people want those bad boys until they get them motherfuckers, and then they start screaming at the motherfuckers no good. Stop that, y'all. You know, let's stop saying blanketly that women like bad boys. Cause as you can see on here, not everybody want to fuck with a bad boy. And not everybody defines bad boys the same way. Right? Let's focus more on having healthy relationships. Leave these motherfuckers, Sierra and Russell Wilson, the fuck alone. They are happy. We don't get to see too many relationships that are happy in the media. Right? And the worst thing they could say about this man is that he's soft. Imagine. Imagine the fuck that, y'all. Well, anyway, y'all, it's 8:58 a.m. and this was Coffee with Friends. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Listen, you know, these weeks go by really, really fast. Spring is coming. Well, spring is here. Summer is coming. Well, I keep saying spring is coming because I can't figure out. I know based on the calendar it said it's here, but I'm trying to understand the weather. Like, you know, one day it's 20 degrees, the next day is 60 degrees. I can't fucking figure out what's going on. Don't know if it's gonna snow, if it's gonna have an ice storm, what the fuck is happening. But I just need the weather to break so that we could get outdoors and do more things outdoors. You know, I don't know if I'm not doing, you know how last year I did the fairy picnic and I said that I was going to do an annual event each year with Coffee with Friends. Well, this year I'm not doing an annual event like that for Coffee with Friends, right? Um because we're in wedding mode and that's going to be too damn much. It is. Just putting together the fairy picnic was a lot of work. And one of my main quarterbacks that helps me do things is going to be getting married. And so she's going to be busy and I'm not going to be able to depend on her. And so we're going to think of something else to do with Coffee with Friends. That's a major event. All right. So keep your ears to the ground. I'll let you guys know what's going on with Coffee with Friends, what upcoming Coffee with Friends events there will be this summer, if any, but nothing as big as the fairy picnic, you know. but I'll let you guys know. But with that, y'all, the link is in my bio, y'all. Make sure you are going to the link in my bio and you are hitting the link to my TikTok, to my YouTube, especially YouTube, y'all, because YouTube is where my Coffee with Friends After Dark. Yes, Coffee with Friends After Dark launched on March 31st. I'm going to be doing another one upcoming. I haven't picked a date yet. I already have my topics, y'all. So I'm going to pick a date in April as to when Coffee with Friends After Dark will be. I'm not sure if it's going to be on a Thursday. I'm picking Thursdays at 8 o'clock, mainly because Fridays at 8 o'clock is a good time too. But, people start their weekend and they want to go out and they want to do things. So I might keep it at Thursday at 8 p.m., right? And remember, guys, if you want to jump on Coffee with Friends After Dark, and I put the guest link up there, you are not joining on your page, right? So you do not have to worry about your friends and your families getting alerted that you're live. You are actually live on my podcast, not IG, not Facebook. Well, IG, I don't do Coffee with Friends After Dark on IG. So if you want to engage in Coffee with Friends After Dark and experience that, then make sure you'll follow me on YouTube, okay? I did give Facebook a play on my first show on March 31st, but you will not be getting that play next time. All right. So if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you follow me. If you are on IG right now, make sure you are giving me the hearts on IG right now. All right. Make sure you are giving me the hearts. When you see my post, comment, hit the share little tab. These are the things that help me break the algorithm. That's how you help a sister grow. That is free support. All right. The general said too often we get caught up in other people's relationships to avoid issues in our own. Woo! There's a message. Okay. All right. There is a message. Okay. Thursdays are good. Thank you, Pat, for that. You said maybe dinner in the city. You inviting me out, yoga girl side. Give me the hearts on IG. If you are on Facebook, hit that damn like button. Hit the share button. Share it on your page. Do the fuck what's necessary to help your sister grow. All right. If you are on YouTube right now, give me the thumbs up right now. Never the thumbs down, y'all. Always the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. As many eyeballs as I see up here, I want to see that same amount of thumbs on my YouTube. That's what helps me break the algorithms, right? That's what helps my page rotate to a broader audience. Give me those likes. All right, y'all. And with that, this is Coffee with Friends. All right. And I'm raw to the bone, but y'all knew that already. So let's see what vibe we are going out with today. Oh, that's my song. Hey. Hey. Gone for now. Never gone forever.